Michael Shikha Niketan Higher Secondary Government-sponsored co-ed English medium school has taken an excellent initiative of teaching and make our students learn day-to-day lessons through audio and video in our YouTube channel. Teachers of all the subjects are working hard to enhance these online classes in the midst of this pandemic situation. It is a request to all the teachers, students and guardians to click the bell icon and subscribe our channel.
Class 8, today we will be starting with a regional part in your syllabus, that is the North America. It is one of the most developed continents of the world, and according to area and size, it is the third largest continent. This is the third largest continent. It is triangular in shape. You can see from the map given over here. It is roughly triangular in shape. It is roughly triangular in shape. The latitudinal extent is from 7 degree north to 84 degree north, and the longitudinal extent is 20 degree west to 173 degree west. So if we are supposing to have a boundary of North America, so in the east we have the Atlantic Ocean, in the east we have the Atlantic Ocean, in the north we have the North Atlantic Ocean, in the south we have the Pacific Ocean, and also in the west we have the Pacific Ocean. Now it is separated from Asia by Bering Strait. Bering Strait. It is North America is separated from Asia by Bering Strait. And from South America, you can see that there is just the South America just lies to the southern part of North America, and it is separated from South America by the Panama Canal. It is separated from the south by the Panama Canal. The main river of North America is Mississippi and Missouri. The main river of North America is Mississippi, Missouri. Now there are certain features which is very important for North America, or it worth mentioning. Now there is a brief history about the discovery of North America. Now what? Columbus means the Europeans started navigating newer lands, and Columbus first discovered the route, but he was not able to actually reach North America. He reached West Indies, okay. But in the year 1501, AD, an Italian sailor named Amerigo Vespucci, on his name, the name of the continent is we are getting Amerigo Vespucci. He named the continent. First it was not named, it was just told that it is a new land, but he named after as he discovered it as America from his thing. So now there are several features, what I was saying, that there are several features in North America which in this continent which is worth mentioning. The largest canyon, one of the largest canyon of the world, the Grand Canyon, is present over here in North America. We have the Niagara Falls, waterfalls, the Niagara. It is a vast waterfall. The largest island in the world is present in North America, Greenland. World's largest freshwater lake, Lake Superior, is also in North America. World's busiest airport, Atlanta, it is also in this continent. We have the highest peak, Mount McKinley, 6,195 meter, and the famous cities all over the world: Washington DC, New York, Mexico, Chicago, Toronto. All these are in North America. As when I started the class, I have told that it is one of the most developed continents, and we can know how from the famous cities which is present in North America. Physical divisions. First, we come across the Cordilleras, and in the North America, from the map we can see the Cordilleras rise in the western part. It runs from the Bering Strait to Panama Canal, means It extends to the whole western part of North America. It is a continuous chain of Youngfold Mountains. Okay, so extension is from Bering Strait, northern part to the southern part of Panama Canal, and also we can see in the Cordilleras are narrower in the top and the bottom and broader in the middle portion. It is broader in the middle portion and narrower in the northern and the southern portion. The Youngfold Mountains means this Cordilleras are a group of Youngfold Mountains which was caused due to the collision of the Pacific Ocean plate and the North American continental plate. We know when two plates collide, specifically a oceanic plate and a continental plate, a Youngfold Mountain is being created, and over here this western Cordilleras, which we generally term as in the Northern America we have the Rockies, and it forms the Youngfold Mountains over there, and it extends to South America in the name of Andes. The main ranges which are present in this Youngfold Mountain, the western Cordillera, is the Coast Range, Alaska Range, Brooks Range. In this Alaska Range we have the most highest peak of North America, and that is the Mount McKinley. We have many rivers rising from this Youngfold Mountains, that is Yukon, Colorado, Columbia, Fraser, etc., to name a few. And in this river course, as they are starting its journey from the west, and generally they drain into Pacific Ocean, and in the course we have several valleys, submerged region and gorges, and also gorges. So this is all about the first physical division of North America, the Western Cordilleras. Go through your book and the video. I think it will help you, and please go through the map also, because it will help you to study it properly, and questions will be followed. Try to answer them by following this video.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment. Subscribe. And do share the video among your friends.